Across the sweeping plains of the world-famous Maasai Mara, boundaries fade, where wildlife and people live as neighbors, not rivals. This is the Nashulai Conservancy, a place where harmony between man and nature has taken root. And the local community wouldn't have it any other way.
Nashulai model is all about mix, whereby people, livestock, wildlife live together. From Nashulai, it's a Maasai name, which means coexistence. Nothing should come out at its formation. So that model of Nashulai, of mix, make it unique. Another unique thing about Nashulai, it's the first conservancy that is formed, governed, and managed by the community.
Established in 2016, Nashulai is home to around 6,000 people. More than half of the Conservancy's initiatives are funded by donors. But it also earns money through a college, which trains locals to become rangers and tour guides and study programs with universities. Unlike traditional parks that fence off wildlife, Nashulai allows the wild and the human worlds to meet and interact, as well as to share open land and ancient bonds. This means that the local people don't have to move elsewhere and can renew the cultural heritage their ancestors passed on to them.
The coexistence model is the way to go, because we don't have to create what we call the conservancy refugees. Conservation refugees is something that we should always discourage, because where should the community go? The Maasai have lived with the wildlife for the longest time possible. Why do we have to move them because of conservation?
Nashulai is run by a council of elders who decide on grazing and conservation areas. The model seeks to end what some call conservation apartheid, where communities are displaced in the name of protecting nature.
We also saw a very, very serious threat that we might lose the land which contains all our stories for living, this land where the bones of our ancestors are buried. So that's why we said, look guys, let's pull together and create a conservancy, and we gave it the name Nashulai. So we're trying to decolonize conservation by coming up with an indigenous-led conservation model. The local people through Nashulai have proven, the last 10 years now, proven that it's possible. But the fortress conservation, which exclude people and fence away the land, that is, conservation apartheid.
As climate change alters rainfall patterns, Nashulai's residents are restoring their environment through tree planting, water conservation, and regenerative grazing practices. Nashulai's approach has earned global recognition, including a UN Development Programme Equator Prize for proving that people and wildlife can share the same space. A model rooted in community pride, cultural heritage, and coexistence. Sharon Baranga, CGTN.